So you probably just inted mid lane with Akali and lost the game, and now you're here hoping to get some secret knowledge on how to stop inting and win your lane, huh? Sorry buddy, wrong place, wrong time. Go do something for school or work and just stop playing League, please. So now that everyone is gone, that is not dedicated enough, we can start talking about the secrets of winning your lane. So let's get going. So first let's talk about your early laning phase and what you should watch out for. So in general, Akali's level 1 is pretty weak and you should try to get as little damage as you can, even if you fall behind in CS. It's not worth losing half your health to get some gold. Akali is a champion that scales more with XP than with gold, so losing minion XP is way worse than gold. You can also make up later for the lost CS by farming kills after you hit level 6. That is the rule for most range matchups. If you should face a melee champion on your lane, which also has a mediocre level 1, you can actually get the upper hand and bully him at level 1 with your Q and passive, and then go for level 2 kill, especially if you skill E instead of W. But be cautious though, if it's a melee matchup with a good level 1, like Riven, Olaf or Yasuo for example, you still can lose the lane on level 1 if you go too close for some CS. In hard matchups, try to survive the lane until you hit level 3, 4 or 6, and then look for a bigger trade or even a free kill. That's also the reason why you want to start almost every game with Doran's Shield and Second Wind, because the combination of those two items can help you in small trades to come out on top even against a hard matchup, which can enable a kill on level 2. But how do I survive the lane without inting? Well, glad you asked. There are a few tricks you can use to make your life easier in the lane for the first few levels. Besides going for Doran's Shield and Second Wind, you should use your E and especially W passively. Farm with your Q and don't approach the lane until your E or W is up again, so you always have an exit plan if your opponent should try to fight you. Use your E to dodge key abilities like Ari charms or Lux Qs, and never just throw it out without having a plan. If you want to start a fight though, you can also use your E and bait out abilities and get a free E hit. For example, if you walk towards Yone that has his knock up ready, you can approach him, and then right when he throws his Q, you use your E, so he will dash into your E and you will get out of range from his knockup. For more tips and mechanics like that, check out my Akali beginner guide where I go in more depth. Naturally, when you give up lane prior, you will end up under your own tower, and that is the time where your W comes in really handy. You can use your W under your tower and farm CS and poke the enemy in most cases. For example, if you use your W in the middle of the lane, he can still poke you with no real pressure if you should come out of the shroud. And even if you try to build pressure, he will just walk back 2 steps and be safe under his tower. So that's why you should use it under your own tower, because if he wants to fight, he can't reach his tower fast enough to be safe, and it also gives your jungler a big opening. If a Veigar for example is in front of your tower, instead being safe under his own, he's basically a free kill. So don't push the wave mindlessly unless you have a plan, like roaming to another lane or helping your jungler getting crap. Against melees, if they want to fight you, you can just Q to slow him down and use the extra movement speed from your passive to disengage, and in most cases that would be enough to survive. Oh, and one more thing you should know in melee matchups, which also sometimes works in range matchups, is that if you want to hit your opponent with your Q, you can also hit the minions at the same time, so you get the maximum potential out of your Q. But be aware that you don't push the wave, because as I said, you want to be under or near your own tower until at least like level 3 or even 5 or 6, because in the worst case, your enemy will freeze the wave, which is a thing that you really don't want in the early laning phase. So now let's imagine that the beginning of the laning phase is over and you hit level 6 and you want to make a play on your opponent, but he's smart and he knows that he can't walk up to you, and he starts playing safe and just farms and keeps a good distance to you. That's the time where you need to help your jungler invade or see if you can roam bot or top. You can't just sit on the lane and wait until the wave bounces back to you. You need to use Akali's power spikes from levels 4, 6 and 9 to get going, because that are the levels where Akali gets her Q to level 2, her ultimate is unlocked, and at level 9 she maxes her Q, which is truly a game changer because of the wave clear she gets from that. But don't force a play and end. Don't go for a stupid tower dive or invade the jungle alone without knowing where everyone is. Every time you make a choice, think about what you gain or lose from it. Roaming bot lane and getting 1 assist is not worth it if you lose like 3 waves of minions in exchange. Which does not mean though that you can't give up some CS to help your jungler. In a dragon fight or skirmish, try to make an educated guess if moving to a fight would be worth before doing so. And that's also why it's important to have an eye on the map so you can make a faster decision. And it's also important to learn how to farm on that tower of Akali to make up for the lost CS. Against melee champions on mid, you will have to evaluate if he's a killable target. For example, if it's a Galio, don't even bother trying to kill him unless he really sucks and lets you poke him for free to make him low enough that you can all in and kill him. But if you should face a Yone, Vlad or Kata, you can try to get some kills on the lane before you start making plays around the map. And if it should work out and you get the kills needed to snowball, don't become too cocky on the lane and don't rely too hard on Akali's slipperiness on level 6. You still need to be very cautious to not lose your lead, and be aware of your own positioning on the lane and beware of the enemy's jungler position so you don't get like poked and then bursted in a 2v1. Now we'll talk about 2 specific matchups. One is a melee matchup and the other one is a range matchup, so you have an easy understanding on how melee and range matchups usually should go. Okay, ult just for nothing. So as you saw, I moved towards my jungle because my jungler was doing crap and I wanted to support him, so we can confirm the crap. It's not only a good thing for your jungler, it's also a good thing for the whole team. So you get more vision on objectives and on the enemy jungler potentially. But I also used my E to get out of Ahri's E charm range. It didn't really work out perfectly, but I still had enough distance from her that she couldn't really Q or auto attack me after she charmed me. And then I took the E recast because I know I was safe. She can't charm me if I recast the E because it's on cooldown, so there's no real danger of dying. And I still had my W up. If things should go sideways, I could still just use my W and again walk towards my jungler or walk towards my tower and I would be safe. So basically she just had to ult to get away or she would maybe die. I think that's why she ulted. But in matter of fact, we got her ultimate on cooldown and now we can abuse that for the next minute or so because we have the ulti advantage. I'm bloodthirsty. It's over. Oi. Yeah, and that happened. We got basically the kill for free because she couldn't dash away. So I saw that she used her Q on the wave. I don't know how long the cooldown on Ahri's Qs, but I think it's like probably something between 4 to 6 seconds. So that was on cooldown, so we had the ability advantage. And she's still low life enough from before, so she's in my kill zone. And if I all in, I'm probably gonna get the kill because I have enough damage. And as you can see, I used my E there right when she used her charm. I kind of predicted it. I didn't really go on reaction because she was trying to escape, but she has no ultimate. So the only way she can escape from me is using her E to charm me, to slow me down and then walk it off. So I preemptively used my E to get her attack and to follow up if she should try to escape. So with that, we also got rid of the only way she could escape and it basically ended in a free kill. Charm is out. Now she used her E ability on a cannon minion to confirm the CS, and now one of our key abilities is gone, so I know I can engage and maybe get a kill out of it. So she was basically a free kill, but because I butchered the entire play, I nearly died there, but I'm pretty sure you get that down cleaner than I do. Oh nice, he needed that shield, but I think he's still dead. Oh, Tahm Kench's also there, that's crazy. Wait, no way he's killing me. Yeah. Oh, did that auto attack go through? How did that auto attack go? He's 5-0. Wait. That was a good example on how to roam if you ignore the dying part. I pushed the mid wave so I don't lose too much gold or XP. And then I saw that Wilbur was struggling against Darius, so I thought I might go help him. Sadly, Tahm Kench also showed up. That's why it ended up being a 2v1, 2v2 kind of situation. And I still got a kill out of it, but I got completely fouled by Darius. But he was hyper fat, but I didn't notice it because I didn't look into my scoreboard. So dying there kind of goes on me. But that's what you want to do if you hit level 6 and you have nothing to do on the lane. Just push your wave and then go help your jungler or any of the lanes. Oh, that's crazy. That's important damage right there. In this clip you saw that I tried to poke Ahri and also last hit minions at the same time. So I get pressure onto her and I also push the wave slowly so I can roam again. But she pushed the wave faster than me and I retreated towards my tower. And I thought, okay, maybe if I walk towards the tower and give her more room, she would follow me and maybe I can hit my E. That's why I threw it out. And it did hit, but not because she was walking towards me really, mainly because she was standing still and using her charm. She basically stunned herself with using charm, that's why my E connected. Then I made the decision to recast my E, so I know there was no real danger and I could easily half-life her with one combo. And she basically had to use her ultimate just not to die, so we again now have the ultimate advantage for the next fight. I think I can one-shot her. No way. Ooh. So when she walks up to the lane again, I know I can kill her if I press R because she's not gonna dash away. It started pretty good and ended pretty poorly because I died on a tower also. But that's what you want to do if Ahri, for example, has her ultimate on cooldown, so I have the advantage. But I think this was a good clip to show you how a trade can snowball into a kill. So you could say I basically prepared the kill with my first trade and then finish her off in the second trade. So now let's go to the melee matchup where I want to show you similar things but against the melee champion. In this clip, I'm playing top lane Akali against the Aurelia. Q's onto you, we're just gonna use our E, so we have a guaranteed hit. She has bone plating, that's nice to know.
Come on, I dare ya.
Okay, my bone plating saved me. Oh, okay. And we're always gonna stay near a low life minion if we have a Q up, because she's probably gonna dash onto that low life minion, so we can get a guaranteed Q. For example, she will jump onto this minion next, so I could just wait for my Q and then hit her with that.
I'm right here.
And now she's level 2, now we gotta be careful. If she hits at E, I'm dead. I think it's pretty obvious in this clip that I'm trying to bully her with my Q at level 1. And at the same time try to CS some minions. But I also always step behind if my energy is empty and I can't use my Q because I can't really auto-take the minions, then she's gonna be in the advantage. So I rather lose maybe like 1 or 2 minions but keep my HP for future trades or maybe a level 2 kill. And you should also always be aware of the level 2 of your enemy. I saw that she farmed faster than me, which is obvious because she's in Aurelia. She's just gonna reset her Q with every minion execute. That's why I tried to back off when I saw that she hit level 2 and I was still like 2 or 3 minutes behind it. So basically I just got free damage onto her and she couldn't abuse her level 2 on me. Taking some longer trades. Also, she wastes half of her mana already. Oh, her stun is on cooldown. Just walk up. What's she gonna do?
I work alone. Better for everyone.
She might be dead here. Ah, I missed that. That's not good that I missed the Q there. Her stacks are... Oh, she doesn't have mana. I might have to flash soon. Yep. So this is a good clip to show you what I mean with keep the minions on your half of the wave or under your tower. Because she used her abilities for like nothing essentially. And she was low on mana. So I knew I could start a fight because I can run her down. So she had to walk past me and past my smoke. And that's why she walked into my wave because it was like the safest area for her. So she even walked towards my tower because her tower was too far away. And I was between her and her tower. So she has to either go through my smoke and get completely clapped. Or she has to walk towards my tower and wait until my W runs out. Which was the decision that she took. So basically there was nothing she could do to escape death. But she decides not to. Ah, she got my bow plating there. Oh yeah, she's in kill range if I get level 6. So here you can see again that the wave is under my tower. She has no mana and she uses her abilities for like short trades where she doesn't have any escapability. So I knew I could engage without really losing trade. And yeah, she just loses half her health bar because of this one little mistake. Yeah, she whiffed her ultimate. Now we have the same situation again, but I'm level 6 and she's level 6. The wave is again under my tower. She uses her E and W for nothing really. I get like 120 damage from the W and the E goes into nothing. That's why I know if she comes close I can engage. She won't be able to reach her own tower because it's too far for her. So I will just run her down. And she uses her ultimate also in the near of my tower range. So she can't really play around her ultimate. You saw in the clip she threw it out, but it ended up landing in my tower range. So she couldn't play around it. Had to back off. But backing off is not an option because, as I said before, the tower's way too far behind and she will just get run down and I basically get a free kill again here. Elise is my team, I mean Xin Cao obviously.
Kama or Kunai?
Irelia's coming though, so that's gonna be a bit tricky.
Smoked them.
I have to flash the charm probably. In this clip you can see that my jungler invades the enemy jungle and I have lane priority and Aurelia starts missing, so I think okay, she's probably gonna help Xin Cao to kill Elise. And I know I have to rotate fast, that's why I don't push the wave, because if I push the wave now under her tower, so she loses the minions, Elise will just die and they will both run away without me getting to do anything. That's why I rotate instantly and get 2 kills out of that. So now I can go back to the lane, push it, and now Aurelia died. I got 2 kills and she loses the wave. And for me it's a win-win situation because now I got 2 kills, I got a blue buff, and I can push the lane under her tower and go base and come back to a neutral state lane. If you want to watch the entire video of those clips, just go onto my channel, they should be there somewhere. I hope I could show you with these simple examples how the laning phase should go if you skip the dying part, of course. I really hope I did not miss anything important in this guide and I could teach you a thing or two maybe. If I should have missed something, please write it in the comments below to help me and others out if possible. And if you enjoyed this guide and want more content in this direction, like this video and let me know in the comments below please. And while you're at it, check out my channel for more videos if you like so. Hopefully I will see you next time. Stay safe and ciao!